Welcome to this Friday edition of Tullahoma 6 News in HD. I'm Jamie Treadwell. Coming up, we'll hear the answer to a frequently asked question regarding your power bill.
And I'm Shannon Hamblin. We'll also hear about some important deadlines for municipal elections.
First on 6, the 7th suspect wanted in the slaying and hanging of a Coffee County man is now behind bars. Miguel Sanders, age 45, joined 6 other individuals that have been arrested in relation to the death of David Stewart. Stewart of Tullahoma was found hanging from a tree back in October of 2017 and several days after he was reported missing. An autopsy report shows Still's case of cause of death was asphyxiation with a contributing factor of a gunshot wound to the leg. The DA's office would not comment on the motive behind the murder as the case is ongoing. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office said that the suspect Sanders was spotted on January 24th in a parking lot on the 16th Street and later found in a nearby apartment. 4 other suspects are charged with murder and 2 additional suspects are charged with kidnapping. Miguel Sanders is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of especially aggravated kidnapping, tampering with evidence and coercion of a witness, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. The next court date is slated for February the 27th.
The Moore County Sheriff's Department is looking for information concerning a stolen truck. Wednesday at approximately 5:00 p.m., an individual arrived at the Jiffy Mart on Highway 55. The individual, who arrived in a white Dodge extended cab pickup, got out and entered the store. Upon exiting the store, the unknown male got into a 1998 maroon Toyota Tacoma extended cab, tag number U7834V, that had been left unattended. The 2 vehicles fled from the scene and went toward Bedford County on State Route 82. If you have information or have seen the suspect's vehicle, please contact Moore County Captain Shane Taylor or the Criminal Investigation Division at 759-7323. Any information shared will be kept anonymous.
This year's municipal elections have been set for the first Thursday of August, and the election ballot will be small with only 2 alderman seats to be decided. Only Mayor Pro Tem Renee Keene and Alderman Jackie Duncan's terms are up for this year. Keene has served on the board of mayor and alderman for the city since 2013, and Duncan has also served the city board since 2013. In addition to serving the city in an aldermanic capacity, he has also served on the county basis as commissioner from District 19. Should they be re-elected, both would embark on their 3rd consecutive term on the city board. However, both still have time to decide. Potential candidates for the seats won't be able to pick up qualifying petitions until March 18th, giving both Duncan and Keene more than a month to decide on a possible re-election campaign.
Tullahoma Utility Authority customers frequently ask, why is my bill so high? I haven't changed anything. You may not have changed anything inside, but outside the temperatures have dropped and your heat pump will now have to work even harder to maintain that same temperature inside your home. TUA Customer Service Representative Stephen Snipes has a few helpful tips that can help you stay warm and save money. Here's Stephen with more.
So customers, as far as frequently asked questions, a lot of questions, especially this time of year, is why is my bill so high? So there's a lot of factors that can go into this. What's your thermostat set on? If, let's say, you have it set on 70 degrees, it's 20 degrees outside, let's make it up for 50 degrees from the outside to the inside. So when you talk about the temperature outside, so you may not change the temperature on the thermostat. That's perfectly fine. But what does change is what's going on outside of your house. So between the 70 degrees and 45 degrees, you're only making up for 25 degrees there from the outside to the inside. Once you start dropping down to 20 degrees, that makes that unit work that much harder. You're making up for 50 degrees, and that's double what you're making up for when it's 45 degrees. And that makes the unit work harder, works longer. It doesn't have that pause where it'll turn off for a little while and let the house cool down a little bit. It is always going to be running. And most systems now have heating coils inside of them. Now what that means is your thermostat, if it starts working harder than it needs to, it'll go into the state called emergency heating. A lot of thermostats will show you it has emergency heating. When it goes into it, some of them don't. Now what happens in your system is the heating coils turn on and they literally heat up coils with electricity. And that is absolutely draining your electric usage. Its kilowatts are by far more than you would just typically just regular heating. At my house, we have the system set where we do not allow it to go into emergency heating. Now, it doesn't heat up as fast, doesn't get as hot, but it doesn't use as much electricity. We have a system that's time of use billing. So from December all the way up to March, arguably the coldest months of the year, there's time of use billing. And what that means is during the week and during the week only, from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m., there are two rates for electricity and electricity only: on peak and off peak. On peak takes place between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m., and that is probably the coldest part of the day that you're going to have. With the on peak, it's a different rate than the off peak. The off peak is about 30% less than what the on peak is as far as there's a lot of different systems. Ours at our house, the thermostat can control whether it goes into emergency heating or not. That's something that's specific to the unit, specific to the thermostat. That's not something that you're just going to have common knowledge about. If you put it on auto, it'll automatically heat the house. All you're telling it on auto is keep it this temperature. It doesn't matter what the unit needs to do. Just make sure it's 70 degrees in the house. Whatever it has to do, it does it. So there's two places you can get the time of use billing chart. We have magnets that you can put on your fridge. They're color coded. They tell you what time, what months they go for, and then you can also visit our website, which is tub.net. If you go to electric, you'll see a little icon on the right that says time of use billing. If you click on that, there's a whole paragraph that explains what it's used for, what the rates are, what the time.
Coming up next on Tullahoma 6 News in HD, we'll tell you about a new addition to the Greenway.
And if you need some ideas for a Valentine's gift, we've got just the ticket, so stay with us.
Does your family love to stream movies and use multiple Wi-Fi enabled devices? But are you finding out that your run-of-the-mill router simply can't keep up? Don't worry, LightTube has you covered with our internet router service for only $9.95 per month. Get back to what your family loves doing. Call us today at 455-4515 to learn more.
You wanna dance?
Check out Stingray Music on TV. Now available, the new Stingray Music mobile app, free with your TV subscription. Stingray Music, all good vibes.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
You asked for it, we listened. Whole Home DVR is here. Record up to 3 of your family's favorite programs at once, anywhere in your home. Start a show in the living room, finish it in another room. For just $5 more a month, upgrade your existing DVR service. Call one of our friendly customer service representatives today. The number you know, 455-4515.
Welcome back to Tullahoma 6 News in HD. Valentine's Day is next week, and if you're having trouble coming up with ideas for that special someone, here are a few that get you started. And we'll have more in the future newscasts, so be sure to keep watching. First up is Rebecca Morgan with Thompson Jewelers, and here's Rebecca with more.
We have a large selection of our forever roses, is what I like to call them. They're real roses. They have actually been coated with a polyurethane. They are completely dipped in. And then they take 24 karat or 14 karat gold and they address the edges with it. As you can see, the stem is completely done, and then also in the petals you can look at the veins and see that it is in actuality a real rose. Just makes a nice little gift. Okay. We also have freshwater pearl sets. They are cultured pearls. They range from 6 millimeter to 7 millimeter, and then we have a different set that runs from a 7.5 millimeter to an 8 millimeter. It comes with a bracelet, a necklace, and a pair of earrings. That is an actual pearl enhancer. It has gemstones, amethyst, citrine, peridot. It's got rose gold with it and diamonds. We had 2 bracelets. We have several in the store. This one is white gold with, I believe, a total of 1.5 carat diamonds. And the second one is a yellow gold that Mr. Thompson himself has set. I believe there's 5 stones in that center. Then the other two, we have some lab stones. We have a large selection of our Eco Lab stones in stock. We can set in rings, bracelets, earrings, whatever you're looking for, we can do. Absolutely. And we also, we've got your gift wrapping as well. No charge. You get it, we'll wrap it for you and make it look really pretty, so you don't even have to worry about that. And we have a store full. We have Mr. Thompson's own designs that he does. He handcrafts them from the ground up, from design all the way to finish and polish. And then we have a large selection of diamonds, gemstones, yellow, white gold, and sterling. We do some custom jewelry. If you have a stone you need set or something to that nature, we have in-store stones that we can show you to set into a mounting. We do that. We're located on 2003 North Jackson Street, right before Walmart, on the left-hand side. Yes, ma'am. 455-8700. You can talk to myself, Rebecca, or you may speak to Ms. Thompson, Pat. Either one of us would be glad to help you.
As moms, we are constantly multitasking, making sure our children eat right, get enough sleep, get enough exercise, and do well in school. D.W. Wilson has started a new project to help all those multitasking moms. This Saturday, crews from D.W. Wilson and a couple of Boy Scout troops will be working out at the Greenway. The crew will be installing the new Storybook Path podiums. Here's Lyle Russell to tell us more about how this works.
So this Saturday we're installing alongside the Lanham Library and with the help of the UT Extension office here, the Storybook Trail on the new part of the Greenway that's behind Lanham Library here in Tullahoma. There'll be 25 posts that go just on that small stretch that was just completed. It'll start down by the Cascade baseball fields and it'll stretch all the way up to Collins Street and then hook back around and come back and end right at the library. There'll be 25 of them, so there'll be enough room for about a 45 to 50 page book. They're going to be about 3 feet tall, so they'll be, for younger readers, and the idea is to promote reading and also exercise. So you'll be able to read a page at a time or 2 pages at a time as you go from each post to the other. They'll be about 40 feet apart, so it's not a terribly long distance. And it's going to be really cool. We've got some Boy Scouts and some 4-H'ers and some folks from the Tullahoma High School National Honor Society that are going to come out and help us get it installed. There's several stories that have been donated already. The folks from the local Literacy Council are working on getting the laminated pages. We had a local woodworker here who built the podium, so they'll be protected from weather, so the pages can be out there all the time. So the stories will vary. They'll change about every 2 weeks to a month. They'll be changed in and out by the library staff, and there's going to be a beautiful hand-carved welcome sign that comes out at the very beginning. It's really neat. It's going to be very close. Yes, yeah. And you get to get a little exercise at the same time. The books will probably vary. It'll be primarily for young readers. It'll be for younger children, and it'll probably cover up to about a 10-year-old maybe age range. Absolutely, and the nice thing is it hooks back around to the library, and the library is developing a reward program. There'll be like a scavenger hunt type thing where if you find all of the things on the list, and it'll change each time, that there's a charm that you'll get from the library. So there's more to come on that, but that's going to be the initial program, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Tennessee College of Applied Technology will be holding a Skills USA open house on Monday, February the 4th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the main campus in Shelbyville. There will be demonstrations, pizza, refreshments, and special giveaways. The event is free and open to the public, and for more information, call Student Services at 685-5013 or email don.hobbs@tcatshelbyville.edu.
Saturday, February the 2nd, don't miss Silly Kids Yoga at Northgate Mall. This free event begins at 10:30 and includes stories, songs, breath work, and awesome yoga poses. All ages are welcome. Silly Kids Yoga will be happening the first Saturday of every month and is sponsored by Everybody's Yoga.
And each Wednesday night, Wesley Heights United Methodist Church will host an Alpha Small Group Discussion program. This program that originated in England features a standalone video each week, after which everyone will break off into small groups to discuss the addition to the program. A light dinner will be served, and there are very special activities for children ages 4 to 12, as well as a nursery for smaller children. This is a free event, but you need to make a reservation, so call 455-3988.
South Jackson Civic Center is hosting the Southern Fried Comedy Red Velvet Cake War February the 14th through the 17th. This is a family-friendly production, also makes a wonderful Valentine's date night stop. Tickets are $15 in advance for adults and $13 for students. You can purchase tickets by going to www.southjackson.org or by calling the Civic Center at 455-5321.
Saturday, February 9th, Tullahoma Sports Council will host their Sports Hall of Fame Awards Dinner and Induction Ceremony at D.W. Wilson. 10 athletes and coaches will be inducted that evening. Dinner will be served at 6:15 with the induction ceremony to follow. And in addition, there will be a silent auction with sports memorabilia and many other great items. The cost is $50 and you can purchase a ticket by going on the website at www.tullahomasports.org.
Wednesday night, February the 6th, beginning at 8:30 p.m., Everybody's Yoga will be hosting a mindfulness yoga experience at Northgate Mall. Mindfulness yoga supports a foundation for self-defense, understanding distractions, listening to your instincts and your internal environment, with poses to heighten your sense to be comfortable wherever you go. Class is approximately 1 hour and for ages 18 and up. Cost is $5 and you will need to bring your own mat.
It's kind of self-defense yoga. I read that the other day. Coming up next on Tullahoma 6 News in HD, we'll have our Friday trivia as well as your weekend weather forecast for you.
And not only trivia and the weather, but we'll also take a look at local sports. Stay with us.
Well, Light Tube specifically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light Tube. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light Tube as far as internet connectivity.
You asked for it, we listened. Whole Home DVR is here. Record up to 3 of your family's favorite programs at once, anywhere in your home. Start a show in the living room, finish it in another room. For just $5 more a month, upgrade your existing DVR service. Call one of our friendly customer service representatives today. The number you know, 455-4515.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
You want to dance?
Check out Stingray Music on TV. Now available, the new Stingray Music mobile app, free with your TV subscription. Stingray Music, all good vibes.
Welcome back. Well, as you can see from Shannon and I, today is National Wear Red for Women Day, and it's observed annually on the first Friday in February. It's to help people be aware of heart disease, and stroke can kill 1 in 3 women, and these diseases are 80% preventable, according to the Go Red for Women's official website at www.goredforwomen.org. And if you want to observe it, you can wear red like we have, and go out and support. There's an event today at the Country Club, as a matter of fact. Or you can hashtag on social media, Go Red, Wear Red. And Shannon, what's our trivia question today?
It is derived from Choctaw. What does the word Tullahoma mean? Red clay, red man, red earth, or red rock?
I like the way you
red.
I like the way you tied that red back in there. Let's go look at the weather. Beautiful red sunrise this morning, wasn't it? As you can see, that's over now. It's cloudy and overcast. High of 48, low of 37 today. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. Ooh, look at that, 8 degrees back in 1936. Ooh, 60 on Saturday and no rain in sight, yay. 60 on Sunday as well. So you're going to have a good weekend. So get out and enjoy it because the rain moves back in on Monday, 40% chance, and it increases all through the week, 50% on Tuesday, all the way up to 60 with thunderstorms on Wednesday.
Wow,
So
but look
that's a
at those-
change.
look
Bad
at
week,
those.
good weekend, yeah.
Yeah, those temperatures though. Well,
I know
that's nice
we're
considering-
back in spring, but you know winter will be back next week, so
We're just now in February.
exactly don't get too used to it. So let's go get that trivia question.
Again, derived from the Choctaw, what does the word Tullahoma mean? Red clay, red man, red earth, or red rock? And it is red rock.
Yeah, well you know red
Kinda
Deckard is
goes-
red clay, so
Oh yeah,
there
so
you go.
lots of red.
Lots of reds. Okay, so on to sports.
On Wednesday, the Tullahoma Wildcats wrestling team won the District 9 title with a 43-36 win over Lawrence County. And now for the 6th time in school's history, the Tullahoma Wildcats wrestling team is state bound. We caught up with Coach Al Morris to talk about the trip to Franklin. Here's Coach Morris with more.
Well, we're getting ready to head to the state duels for the 6th time in school history. A lot of excitement right now, a lot of energy, you know, somewhere we didn't expect to be at this time of the year. But, you know, like I said, we've got a group of kids that have fought relentlessly, have constantly battled through adversity. We've started 8 freshmen and sophomores, and you know, this is, like I said, this is a dream situation for us because we have such a young group of kids that have battled all year long. They were doubted all year long, and you know, for them to be with the elite teams, top 16 teams in the state, was something that was not predicted at the beginning of the year. We weren't even sure if we were going to win our district this year, so you know, to have this opportunity is just awesome for these guys. Yeah, it is, and like I said, we weren't supposed to be coming out of our region this year, and you know, that's one of the things that's gratifying about coaching, and you know, the opportunities that come about throughout the season, and you know, having this opportunity right in front of itself. I mean, you know, it's definitely something to build off of for the future. We did, and we took some lumps at the very beginning of the year. It was definitely an adjustment for these younger kids wrestling some of the top schools in the state. I definitely think it paid off for them. It helped them set the tone for where they needed to be at, and throughout the season we've gotten better. And you know, I'm super proud of these kids. I couldn't ask any more from them. We still got basically 3 weeks of the season left with the state duels this week, and then individual regions and state individual 2 weeks from then. We drew Science Hill. Science Hill finished 2nd in the state last year, so that's who we have in our first match. You know, don't know a whole lot about Science Hill. They wrestled a lot. They're from Johnson City, up in the Knoxville area. So they wrestled a lot of teams from North Carolina this year, and you know, so we don't have a whole lot to go off of them. But you know, our kids, you know, it don't matter who you put in front of us. They're going to fight. And
The Tullahoma girls basketball team has had a strong season this year. Unfortunately, that did not help on Monday night. Lawrence County took control early and never gave up the edge, ending Tullahoma's 5-game win streak, garnering a 59-49 home win on Monday night as the team split the regular season series. Monday's contest was originally scheduled to take place on Tuesday, but was moved up a day due to weather concerns. Tullahoma 10-12 and 6-3 are scheduled to next travel to Coffee County on Friday before hosting Cookeville for homecoming on Saturday. Both days game time is scheduled for 6 p.m.
The Tullahoma boys put up just 5 points in the opening quarter at Lawrence County on Monday, and the offense never really kicked in from there for THS, as Lawrence County rolled to a 73-38 win over Tullahoma. 6-16 and 2-7 is scheduled to head to Coffee County on Friday before taking on Cookeville on Saturday. On both games, the game time is roughly scheduled for 7:30 p.m. In the first quarter on Monday, Tullahoma struggled for offense, but that wasn't the case for Lawrence County, as the home team took a 24-5 advantage into the second period. That scoring doubled for Tullahoma in the second period, but THS trailed 45-15 at halftime. Lawrence County continued to up its leads though the 10 points in the third quarter, taking a 54-21 advantage into the final period of play. And that's our quick look at sports, and we'll be back after these final thoughts.
I'm Catherine Murray with McMurray's, and we use Light Tube services here. And I switched to Light Tube when I moved to 101 West OG Street in Tullahoma, and we've been with them ever since. We use it for cable, internet, phone, and we've enjoyed the services. The internet speed is amazing. Every time I talk to customer service, they're always amazing and always helpful to us, and they're always willing to come out and help us when we have a problem, which we very seldom do. And I appreciate Light Tube.
Winter time of use peak hours are here. You can save money on your electric bill by making small changes such as avoiding cooking, doing laundry, running your dishwasher, and generally not using a lot of power weekdays from 4 to 10 a.m. Federally recognized holidays and weekends do not apply. Again, winter time of use peak hours are December through March, weekdays from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. For more information, call Tullahoma Utilities Authority at 455-4515.
You asked for it, we listened. Whole Home DVR is here. Record up to 3 of your family's favorite programs at once, anywhere in your home. Start a show in the living room, finish it in another room. For just $5 more a month, upgrade your existing DVR service. Call one of our friendly customer service representatives today. The number you know, 455-4515.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
And before we leave you today, we'd like to thank our news team members, 93.9 The Duck, and your local newspaper, the Tullahoma News, for their help and support.
And remember, we'll be drawing 3 names for the Baltimore Orioles caps, signed by pitcher David Hess, so be sure to send an email to news@lighttube.net to get registered before the drawing. We'll announce the 3 lucky winners right here on 6 News, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. Just search for TUA Light Tube, where we update you on the latest news and events.
And that's going to wrap it up for this Friday edition of Tullahoma 6 News in HD. As always, we thank you for watching, and we'll hope you join us again on Monday.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.